Hey guys, my name is Kaleb Burhanu. Actually, it's not really Kaleb. I mean, it's actually Kaleb. I'm from Ethiopia. That's how Ethiopians say it. Born there, Addis Ababa. I'm 20 years old. I guess this is a story, I guess, of my comings here. The place I was born is called Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. It's the major city in Ethiopia. It's the capital and the most populous city. As of 2017, it should be nearly 100 million people who are living in Ethiopia at the moment. Ethiopia has one of the fastest growing economies in the world. The African Union is headquartered there. Really great city. Many visitors. Tourism is like a big thing. It's what makes the economy grow and a lot of money for the country. A lot of different people come to Ethiopia and they love the trademark injera, which is the food of the country. It's loved all over the world and especially here in DC. In DC where I'm from DC in Silver Spring, Maryland. There's an Ethiopian restaurant every block because it's just one of the most populous places for Ethiopians to live in the United States. Came when I was about 7 or 8, can't remember which, so it was around 06, about 3rd grader. It was sort of just like the right thing to do, you know. America is better education, better everything, which is obviously true. And they said, you know, we're gonna make the move to the United States, and you know, we're gonna live in a place where there are a lot of Abashas, and Abasha is a name for Ethiopian Eritreans. So if I say that, that's what I'm referencing throughout this interview. Honestly, it wasn't really like difficult at all. It was mostly like we knew about, we knew of the United States. We had family who lived here and people who would come visit from there, and they would always bring nice things back from America to Ethiopia. You know, stuff you've never seen before. But obviously it's hard to leave your home. But still, it wasn't too bad. It was fine. It's kind of a deviation from a normal person's experience. Most people don't want to leave where they're from, but I didn't really enjoy it. No, my parents had already had been in the United States already like a bunch of times, and they've lived like sort of for stints like in and out of the United States. Like, so it wasn't like they didn't know anything about the United States. Like, I think my mom sort of actually lived here for a little while, Texas, around Houston, I'm pretty sure. Or Dallas, I can't remember which. She had like stayed there for a little while. My dad had not been here before, but my mom definitely had been here, and you know, like, it wasn't any type of backfire because most of my grandma children, which is like my mom and her sisters, a lot of brothers, most of them were actually already living in the United States, working, you know, jobs at gas stations and different stuff like that. So it wasn't any backfire because people expected it, and you know, it's a common thing to leave Ethiopia, go to America, and at least in our family, like, a lot of people have done that. So it wasn't anything new, wasn't anything crazy, or you know, just an insane idea. You know, obviously people were like, oh, please don't leave, but again, nothing crazy. My cats, had like 30 cats literally, but like, you know, I had one specific cat named Rue, which I loved a lot, and that cat definitely I miss, probably dead by now, but you know, like, I'm a cat guy, so like, cats definitely I miss them. Colds, because I think in the United States it was summer, and in Ethiopia it's like winter. When it's summer in the United States, it's winter over there. So definitely cold, definitely a rainy season. Actually, not really cold, just like a very rainy season, you know. Definitely remember that. Dark, obviously, it was dark like when we had left. I think it was like a very early morning flight, or it could have been in the middle of the night, I'm not sure. And also just like sort of like the visa process, like processing passports, and you know, long line waits, you know, and also me feeling kind of sick in the airport because I get air sick. So, you know, there was, and also the anticipation of flying because I had never really flown before, so there was also that anticipation as well. Like, I knew that I would always, like, I've visited twice since I left, so like, I knew like I wasn't like gonna like never come back, but like, I definitely felt like, you know, kind of, oh man, like, you know, it's like, you know, like forlorn, you know what that is, like forlorn, or just sort of like longing to like, damn, like, you know, wish kind of could like, you know, go to the cats, to the fam, and all that stuff, you know, but like, when you're young like that, you don't really think that way, so it wasn't really crossing my mind as if it would, like, if it was me now, 20 years old. I'm pretty sure it was a connecting flight. I think it was a connect through London. Pretty sure. Like I don't think we flew straight. I think it was like through London. Pretty sure. Yeah, burger, French fries for sure. There was like restaurants within the airport, so ate burgers. I don't think I've ever really eaten a burger at that time, but I think I ate a burger, French fries, stuff like that, which I love. Just really great. And that's definitely what I remember about London, and nothing crazy. And then yeah, come to the US from there. I think to Washington Dulles Airport in Virginia. My aunt, she was there, and we like just to collect us from the airport, and like lived with her for a little while until we got our own apartment in downtown Silver Spring area on the border of DC, actually, like literally on the border of DC. Yeah, like there's a big tight Ethiopian community in that area. You know, like the majority of people of Ethiopians, Eritreans who live in America live in the DC metro area. So, you know, there's a ton of Ethiopians there, so we're like not, you know, isolated or away from everything that we know. There's Ethiopian corner stores and, you know, food stores and groceries everywhere. So it's sort of like having a taste of your own country, but in another area. So a really great place, and yeah, just a supportive people all around. So like two in particular that I remember are just two guys named Arnold and Edwin. These two guys were like my closest friends throughout elementary, even middle school, and yeah, like we would always just be getting into trouble, like always getting in trouble, like you know, like talking when teachers like talking, not doing work, you know, just being like stupid kids. And, it was really fun, and I still like see Arnold around all the time. So I think my dad originally started off gas station attendant, and then like actually rather quickly, like, you know, got business partners and opened his own business up. It's changed over the years, but still operates in the same business way and still based in the same area in Silver Spring. So yeah, like he still does that, runs his own business, very successful. My mother works at Parking Management Incorporated, PMI. It's like as like in the office, in the corporate office. I'm not really sure exactly what she does, but she works in Washington DC, downtown area. So their parents are doing great. Definitely fast foods. They don't have that over there. Honestly, they don't have it. McDonald's, like literally every immigrant story, I literally like McDonald's, like one of the first things I ever ate. It's delicious, and I literally ate McDonald's 2 days ago. So there's that for you. Pretty much, you know, like everything's more fast-paced here. You know, people don't really have time to just like go to another person's crib and just like, you know, sit down with some tea and just talk for hours on end, because people have lives and mortgages and stuff like that. You know, like unlike Ethiopia, which is more lethargic, and people like to just lounge, but they don't do that here. You know, more fast-paced, a lot less courteous actually. Like people aren't as courteous here. You know, it's more like move, get out of my way, and let me get mine, stuff like that. That's big differences that I can note. Keep your head up, focus on what you need to focus on, get a good education. Do everything that you can to give back to the country that raised you and your people. You know, do anything you should do should be for your family, should be for your country, should be for the betterment of yourself. You shouldn't have any type of you know, malicious or just like, you know, selfish thoughts. You know, how to get yourself ahead, even though it could be a good thing, but also it can be the downfall of a lot of people. So I would say, you know, focus, have a good education, integrate yourself, but never forget where you came from.